Well, ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for the technical difficulties and the delay. We are 58 seconds. We are live. We are 58 seconds till the end of the first quarter. And the Mustangs have had streaks of good stuff tonight and then just some streaks of bad luck. We just fumbled on a kickoff return, which gave Claremore the ball in their own red zone. The score is 7-0. Zebras on top. Hello, everybody. I'm Brent Kellogg. Join my partner in crime, Kevin Hogue. Blake Salt is on the sideline. Our technical engineer that has duct tape and baling wired. I think there's even some eggshell involved in all that. Rick Fisher's making this happen. Brett Wigington's our camera guy. And we're on the road tonight. Claremore, it's the Rogers County Rumble. The Mustangs have made the road trip to Claremore tonight.
Beautiful night. Going to be second charge timeout to Claremore.
With 21 seconds until the second quarter.
Give us a chance to catch up.
Give us a chance to catch our breath, too. So we sincerely apologize on the technical. We crossed the pond, and you'd think. But anyway, we are here, and finally, the work of Rick and our technical team up and on the air. Had a great pregame show planned for you, too. So maybe we'll get to some of that at halftime.
Yes, sir. So we appreciate it. And, again, we apologize, but we have to bring everything, and it simply ended up being a cord and an internet issue. So had to go to Walmart in Claremore, America. $10 cord, and we're up and running. Thank you, Rick.
Let's talk a little bit about the starters tonight for the Mustangs on offense. Actually, let's start with defense because that's on the field. On that defensive line, you'll see Rafe Tackett. He's a sophomore. You'll see Corey Eaton. You'll see Brody Sappington. Colin Trader will come in some on that defensive line as well. And Gabe Grazier, they try to rest Gabe because he plays such a significant role on the offensive line. Our outside linebackers, Aiden Trimble. You'll see Caden Smith, Patrick Miller. The defensive back, you'll see Max Hale and Ashton Wright. Ty Stevens and strong safety and Streeter will play back there, as well as from time to time, Joe Griswold will make his way into the backfield on defense. It's first down and 10 for the Zebras.
Good job there. Good penetration, Caden Smith. Clean up by Aiden Trimble.
David Lazoya on the carry for the Zebras.
He's been the guy carrying the load so far.
He will actually lose a yard, so it'll bring up second down and 11. The defense has played fairly well tonight at times. Got a couple of big stops.
Absolutely. We gave them possession on their side, the good side of the 50, and now in the red zone, and the defense is battling.
We're in the spot we are really because of special teams. We shanked a punt. Literally gained a yard on the punt. Been better to go for it. Fumbled on the kickoff return. So
yeah,
we are here. It's the second quarter getting ready to kick off. We're going to take a quick break. It is the Cherokee Nation Game of the Week. The Mustangs and the Zebras.
At All Smiles Dental and Dentures, we offer a friendly, down-to-earth atmosphere, new techniques and technologies, expert doctors, and an experienced, caring dental team. We are proud to provide great dental care for your entire family. Your smile is often the first thing people notice and the one thing they remember. We'd love to work with you to help you keep your teeth and smile for a lifetime. We offer complete dental care for the whole family, from preventative dental care, cosmetic and restorative dentistry, pediatric dental care, dentures and partials, sports mouth guards for your athletes, and more. Please call today to speak with any member of our team regarding questions you may have or to make an appointment with our gentle and elite doctors. You can also request an appointment online at allsmilesdentalanddentures.com. Dr. Garrison, Dr. Allen, and our entire elite team look forward to providing you with the excellent care that you need and deserve. Give us a call today at 443-9900 for your next dental appointment. All Smiles Dental and Dentures, conveniently located just off of Highway 169 in Oologah.
Welcome back, Mustangs and the Zebras. Second down and 11.
Sun setting, beautiful sunset. Pass the corner.
He's going to go to the end zone. He's going to overthrow his man. Lucky break there for the Mustangs. Pass incomplete. Will bring up the third down and 11. The ball's actually on the 14-yard line. I don't know if we got that shot of the sunset, but it is absolutely beautiful in Rogers County tonight. We're actually up on top of the visitor side press box. Nice cool breeze up here. This is Friday night in September.
Yes, sir. It's a nice fall night. If you were up for sunrise, it looked a lot like that nice red, beautiful sunrise this morning.
I love September in Oklahoma. You start hot, but by
Real
the time
hot.
we get to the end of the month, you're going to need a light jacket to be out here on a Friday night, and so that's the beautiful part of high school football in Oklahoma.
Yes, sir. Big third down here for us, just for some momentum.
The defense has held strong tonight. I mean, offense and special teams has kind of put them in a bad situation. It looks like they're going to get delay a game. Or are they going to call a timeout? He got a timeout.
They're out of
off.
timeouts, and he's not happy. So that could be a factor late in the half, too.
Absolutely. We're going to take a quick timeout as well. We'll be back with more after this. Mustangs and the Zebras.
Protect her home and family in a disaster. Karen was willing to wade through water, mud, and insurance paperwork.
Yeah, I can do this.
You go, Karen! By simply understanding and updating what her insurance covers and doesn't cover now, she'll be better prepared no matter when disaster strikes. Learn other simple ways to protect your home and family before a natural disaster at ready.gov. That's ready.gov. A message from FEMA and the Ad Council.
People start something great in their 40s and 50s. Getting your retirement savings on track is no different. Go to aceyourretirement.org, and in 3 minutes, you'll get personalized tips to help boost your retirement savings. That's aceyourretirement.org. A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
On the field. It's third down and 11. Handoff up the middle.
Big hole.
I don't think he only gained about 3 on the play, maybe 4.
Good job by Max Becker, sophomore, stepping up, starting tonight, linebacker spot for Nate Morrow. You'll see some differences tonight, too. Kicking game, we're on our third kicker. Again, shout out to Blake Oliphant, recovering from a tragic car accident. He's doing really good. Been good to see him at school. And then Nate, a little dinged up tonight, so we're on to our third string kicker, and that also impacts school our size, going to impact linebackers. So.
Hunter Wood on to attempt the field goal for the Zebras, and it's good. So the Zebras will hop on top 10-0 with 11:15 left to play until halftime. Hello, everybody. I'm Brent Kellogg, joined by Kevin Hogue. Blake Salt is on the sideline. Blake, what's the temperature down there?
We'll go rough estimate 84.
Oh,
84.
is he calling? Oh, all right, I see. Yeah, is it warm down there? Because it's kind of nice up here on top. There's a nice breeze.
It's definitely nicer up there. The breeze, it's pretty stale down here.
What's the attitude of the Mustangs down on the sideline?
I think we're good right now. I think that's big to hold them to a field goal. They drive down the field, and they get in there deep in the red zone. We hold it to a field goal. It's not bad. Bend, don't break. And like you guys have said, we've played pretty good on defense tonight. We've put in the defense in bad positions. So, that's what it's all about. We just got to play better on special teams and on offense, help our defense out a little bit, and our defense is going to win this game for us if we let them.
A couple of big games in different classes around the Tulsa area. One's kind of a family battle. Bill Blankenship, been a long-time Tulsa area guy. Of course, built a legacy at Union, coached at University of Tulsa for a while, and now he's the head coach at Owasso. His son Josh coaching at Broken Arrow. Broken Arrow and Owasso are playing tonight. We're going to be watching that score. We were hoping to catch up with Sports Channel 8 News Sports Director TJ Eckert to talk a little bit about that. They'll be covering that game. Jinx Union's playing tonight as well. That's the Backyard Bowl. I can remember back in the day, 40,000 people showing up to watch that football game for state championships and so on. Something they used to have it.
Having to play it at TU.
Yeah, I haven't played at TU. Yeah, so not quite as big. Union's got a new stadium. We'll talk a little bit about that coming up at halftime. So some big games in the area. A little surprise last week, although Coweta come to play. Coweta knocked off Wagner.
Yeah,
and,
big game. I'm a Coweta alum.
Yeah, well, there you go. Did they call and ask for coaching tips? Or?
No, they did not. But that's the first time I think they beat them in like 12 years.
Yeah.
So testament to Coweta, their program's on the up, and you're going to see that at Wagner. I think they graduated 22 seniors, so take them a little bit to hit their stride probably.
Mustang offense is on the field. Going to sweep to the near side of the field. He's going to pick up about 8 on the carry.
Sophomore, Ashton Wright. I think for me this week, key moments, kind of like that third down. We didn't execute very well last week. It wasn't any game planning thing that needed massively changed. We dropped some balls. We had some penalties. Can we execute? Can we step up when we need to play on third down? And so far on defense we have, so that's been good to see. We need to make a play on offense, though. Second short gives you a lot of options.
Streeter, Braxton Moore to this side of the field. The far side is completely empty. We're going to hand off, and they're going to meet Trimble in the backfield. Going to try to get away, but I don't think he's going to get much. They're going to say no gain on the play. You know, you probably grow more from your first game of the week to the second game of the week than any 2 games in the season. I mean,
Absolutely.
you just learn what you got when you can scrimmage, you can do all that, but when you're on the field, real clock, real officials going, it just shows you what you have.
That's when you learn who you are, what kids are going to rise up, make plays. And I know they felt really good about the week of practice. I know Coach Wagner talked a lot about that, talked to Coach Peters. So they had a really good week of practice. They were expecting to do good things tonight.
So they've got 4 receivers on the field, but they're going to hand it off. He's going to get the first down and some extra yardage there. Patrick Miller on the carry for the Mustangs, so first down and 10.
Yeah, and he's another one. He was in some key spots last week, first game in a long time. And definitely an intelligent player, was in the right spot a few times. So it was nice to see him make a play there, too. Get a first down. Maybe we can hit something over the top again.
Move the chains. Just control the game, move the chains, build some confidence in your offensive line, build some confidence in your quarterback. 4 receivers with a man in motion for the Mustangs. He was met in the backfield. Whew. Big hit from Ethan Grimmett.
And we've seen that tonight, unfortunately. We've seen a zebra lineman on a lot of running plays in the backfield, and it's going to be hard to make a living.
And the Zebras they're begging you to throw the ball.
Yeah, absolutely.
They've got a lot of guys in the box, so they're just begging Joe Griswold. We didn't have a lot of success last week throwing the ball. They've seen the tape. And so they're going to give you some man-on-man coverage, and they're just going to put a lot of guys playing with a 4 down front. They've got all their linebackers.
You look right now,
there,
everyone's within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. So do we have a vertical threat to
Joe
stretch
rolling
that?
just a little bit. In and out of the hands of Patrick Miller. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 14. Big 3rd down play here. You really want to try to keep this drive alive. You've had moments where momentum could go either way. You're already down by 10. Big drive here. Joe Griswold going to step into the huddle and tell them where we're going.
I would look for something with Streeter, maybe down the field. He's got a little bit of a height advantage, especially with that safety tucked up in the line of scrimmage. Griswold's rolling the other way. We got a little screen package. Got to make somebody miss.
Boy, he's going to be close, and I think he's going to be about 1.5 yards short.
I tell you, the coaches were upset there. He cut it back to the middle, which is where they had all their defenders, instead of coming outside with his design block. So that play didn't go the way of design, and he, unfortunately, Aiden Trimble's still down.
Well, that's not what you wanted to see happen, considering your other running back is not in pads tonight.
Nate Morrow, and Nate did a lot of good things last week.
Yep.
He was hitting everything that was moving on defense and had several 3 or 4 at least 10-yard runs. So we are a little thin there.
Say that again, Blake.
Looks like his back. That's what the trainer on the field is checking on his lower back there, like right underneath his back plate. Looks like he kind of came down awkward on his head and neck when he came down. So we'll see how he recovers from that.
You just never know. You give it up to these kids. They're out there playing as hard as they can. He obviously plays really hard, fighting for every yard. And you just never know. Anything can happen. So just want to appreciate our kids and how hard they play.
So Aiden walking off the field with a little bit of help. 4th down and 2. I think they're going to go for it. I mean, the last time you punted, you lost 1 yard. Special teams has just not played to their
potentially one of those kind of quick kick 4th down type of situation.
Absolutely.
Especially if he shifts maybe 1 yard or 2 deeper. No?
They're just going to quarterback keep it.
I'm not sure, and they're not going to give him a great spot.
So the Mustangs will turn over on downs.
I like that call, though. It's 10-0, 8.5 to go.
Your special teams.
We're on our 3rd kicker.
Absolutely.
4th and a couple of yards. We just struggled to get everybody. It's not the offensive line as a whole, and it's not even like one person. It's just every time we run, we've had a zebra defender in the backfield, and that's causing us a lot of problems right now. We're going to need the defense to make a big play.
3 down linemen for the Mustangs on defense. Going to run it this way.
They're going to be content to run it. They don't throw it a lot. Pick their spots.
Gain about 8 on the carry. Eli Rogers on the carry for the Zebras. They're in an I formation. Gonna hand off again.
Good job. Saw Max Becker shooting through his gap there, and then what that did is force him right into nose tackle Corey Eaton. So good job by Corey Eaton, getting his second start ever here. Defensive tackle.
It will be enough for a Zebra first down. You've asked a lot of your defense tonight, and you really would like to get a stop here. You'd really like to keep them off the board if you can, or at least hold them to 3.
Yeah, like you said, the 10 points are understandable. We've shanked a punt for 1 yard, and we've had a fumble. So
little delay handoff up the middle. Again, a long 6, maybe 7 yards on the play. Coming up at halftime. We'll watch the Stallion Battalion as they march. They're getting ready for competition. Got some of those on the books coming up. John and Dave have the kids working hard. You can maybe hear them in the microphone.
that's
Hand
a
off
hold.
around the left side. Yep, they're going to throw a flag at that one.
That was, yeah, you're going to get 2 flags on it, just for good measure.
Just in case.
That was bad. Good job, though, by our defense. Obviously, if you hold, you're going to open up some holes. So you don't even see their coaching staff. They know they're not complaining. That was bad. And he held for 5 seconds. He got his money's worth.
That'll back it up.
That's a big penalty. And you see quarterback JoJo Griswold has been playing a lot of corner. They're going to give him a little rest here.
It's going to bring up about 2nd down and 15.
Second down is going to be big for us tonight. I think it's going to be, we have to give ourselves a chance on 3rd down, and that chance is going to be something like 3rd and 5. 3rd and 2 is going to be tough for us. Good job.
Good hit. Ty Stevens, the tackle for the Mustangs.
Maybe a 4-yard pickup. We'll take that. Good tackle.
Just to bring up about 3rd down and 10. So you got him where you want him.
Big down. Ty doing a good job, exactly like his coach. Keep everything in front of you and then rally and tackle. Little draw. Got a tackle.
Won't Ty get to it? He's going to get away from him. Big run for the Zebras. Certainly a first down and get him down close to the goal line. Just quick. He's a
Simple.
fast
He
little
is
back.
fast,
He
little
is
guy,
fast.
and you saw some blockers out on the edge win their assignment. We couldn't shed the block and get there just a step late, unfortunately.
First and goal. Boss spotted on the 4-yard line. They're going to meet him in the backfield this time. Maybe a gain of a yard.
Some good penetration again. Max Becker. Corey Eaton. Still battling. Still doing a good job.
Mustang's going to sub a couple of guys in. You got Colin Schrader coming in for the
We'll
Mustangs.
take a minute to thank Cherokee Nation. Keith Austin, big sponsors of all public schools.
Absolutely.
In our school and helping out with the broadcast and the camera tonight. New camera working, looking sharp.
Yeah. So we got a dead ball foul. Like they're going to wave it off.
Do us a favor, hit the subscribe button, share button. All that does is help us, help the stream, get to where we can do more things for free. So
If you're a social media user, take a second, copy the link, share it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Hand off up the middle. I don't think he's going to get much.
good job. Hey, we got a second. I want to shout out Ag Instructor Katie Smith and our Ag Issues team.
Come on.
Tremendous job. Appreciate Rick Fisher who did this. Also did that today. We got a new studio. qualified for nationals today with the Ag Issues team. Okay, you have to come out of the top 2 in your region, and the top 16 make nationals. So they get to go to Indianapolis and perform, and then you're in the top out of obviously 50 teams, because 50 state champions. You're in the top 16 in the nation.
So what you're saying is they won a state championship, and now they're going to compete at the national level.
Absolutely, and this is the second. Great job. Second consecutive time we've won the Ag Issues state title.
Championship.
Totally different group of people. I'm pulling up. I don't want to leave anybody out. I'll pull up all the names. Big congrats to Riley Smith, Matt McGuire, Laramie Blakely, Addie Dobbins, Emily Cook. Obviously, Mrs. Smith, you have Mr. Johnson as well, but Miss Smith's been working with them since last spring when they won the state title at the state convention. Just a great job all around.
Mustang defense has held Claremore to a field goal. Hunter Wood on to attempt. Ball down on the way. It's no good. Well, you got a lucky bounce there.
And they have a great kicker. He's a great kicker. I mean, he's kicking it over their dressing rooms a minute ago. Great job by the defense, and really the reason we're still in the game. So we need the offense to respond. We need a big play.
Blake Salt, what does that do, a stop like that? What does that do for your momentum on the sideline?
It's huge. Everybody's got their head up. Coach Rowe's pumped up for his defense. He's going around fist bumping everybody. And the offense knows this is our chance. This is our chance before halftime. Go punch one in, make it 10-7, and have some big momentum coming into halftime.
Well said. Couldn't have said it better myself. Mustangs have the ball. They'll move from your right to left. Got 3 receivers in an I formation. Handoff going to go up the middle.
That's Braden Stovall. Again, with some key injuries and some key spots. You see that sometimes. You hear about that in the NFL where you have a run of injuries, and we have a run of injuries in kicker and a run of injuries right now running back.
He's going to pick up 5 on his carry, so it'll bring up 2nd down and 5. 3:45 left, and the clock is counting. You would love to eat this clock up and get some points out of this first half. And off again. Going to gain a couple, but not a lot there.
Brent, you want to take a guess? Percentage of kids at Oologah High School that participate in an extracurricular activity.
Percentage of kids that participate. And I tell you what, we've got some incredible activities, from band to FFA to volleyball to drama and speech, and I'm going to guess it's a pretty high percentage.
75% of our students,
That's
of our 500
amazing.
students, participate in something, like you said, band to ag to drama, and we do everything just like we're talking about with ag to a high level. And that's a testament to our kids, but it's also a testament to our teachers and our sponsors. In a school our size, you're going to have lay coaches like George Peters, who's the mayor of our town. Got us a first down, but said that today, morning announcements, and love our kids, love our teachers. Like I said, to have 75% of your kids doing something also means you have a high number of your teachers participating in the club or coaching or doing something. And it takes a lot, and it's what makes our school so great. So I just
Our
wanted to
teachers
shout
are
out.
mom and dads too.
Absolutely, they're here tonight.
They're parents too, and they have busy lives, but investing in the kids of our community, and just couldn't be more grateful.
Oh, it's there.
Joe got a little bit of time to Streeter. Oh, he's going to dream about that one.
Good job by number 12. Ball's a little late coming out. He's got to throw it. Streeter ran a little kind of hook and go, double move.
Larry Wisenhunt on the coverage for Claremore. Streeter's got a little size on him.
And it was there. Again, ball a little underthrown and maybe a little late, but it was there.
So 2:42 left to play till halftime. We've got an interview phone call with Grant Merrill. Grant does a statewide broadcast of all the high school sports. We'll talk with him about some of the bigger games that are going on tonight. Don't want to miss that. Joe under a little bit of pressure. Got some time now, looking for a
the ball
guy.
came out wonky. Make an adjustment. Oh.
But a flag. How about some pass interference? That'll help.
Sometimes you see that ball underthrown. You're coming back. The guy's head's not turned around.
Braxton Moore, the intended receiver.
Miss Conley texted me. She's watching.
We apologize about the first quarter, Miss Conley. It was Mr. Hoag's fault.
Yep, exactly.
Isn't everything Mr. Hoag's fault?
I think so. No, but it really is. I mean, we have to bring a desktop computer. I don't even know how many cords we have strung out. A couple hundred feet of cords.
3 boxes of cords, if that tells you.
Yeah, just cords. So no excuses. But this is the first time we've been here since 2013.
We left early today too because the first time we travel is
a little wonky.
It's always an experience. First and 10 for the Mustangs. Ball on the 45-yard line. Joe under some pressure.
Nice ball.
Got it off in time to Braxton. Looks like maybe he's going to lose a yard on the play.
Again, you got a defender, a zebra defender. I'm not going to say unblocked, but running free in the backfield, wreaking havoc on some play design right now. So we got to get that cleaned up. Coach Messner, the offensive line coach, going to try to get that.
They've got an injured player, I think.
Number 74?
It is Tatum Johnson. Nope, correction, it's 34.
34.
That's Ethan Grimmett.
Yep. Senior tight end linebacker.
He's a big player.
Yeah.
Has done a lot of good for them tonight.
He's already caught a ball. He can move.
Clock will stop. It's almost treated like a timeout. Mustang Stallion Battalion will march at halftime. We'll do our best to carry that. So, we've got some parents and grandparents a 2-minute halftime to watch your grandkids
Absolutely.
march.
Love the band, love what they bring to the environment, and I say it all the time that potentially they might have more fun than any group on my campus, and it's not fun, it's just good, clean fun. They just enjoy each other, and that's a testament to Mr. Smith, testament to John Matthews and the environment they create and that kind of family atmosphere.
Blake, you're not going to want to miss this. We start the third quarter. We're going to see what kind of swag Mr. Hogue is walking with tonight. I was kind of challenged to see if he knows the street lingo that teenagers use today. So I got your words.
Again?
Oh.
I started out really strong last week.
That's bussin'. No cap.
What was the Chad? No.
Stan.
Yeah, exactly. I think you guys are
Blake chastised me a little bit for using Stan. He says nobody knows what that means.
Yeah, I asked my kids. My kids hadn't heard that one either.
I can't help it.
One made its way north on 169. Oh, we're out wide. Good job, Ashton Wright.
He's going to gain about 7 on the play, so it'll bring up good 3rd down and 3. I'd much rather be 3rd down and 3 than 3rd down and 11.
That's a big second down play, and you're seeing us trying to attack the edge. Again, we're having some problems maybe in the middle with the line. Attacking the edge, getting away from their defensive line, who's doing a tremendous job. I want to give them credit. It is nice to be here. Like I said, we haven't been over here since 2013.
3rd down and 3 for the Mustangs. Joe back to pass under pressure. Got a flag coming in from the other side. Oh, he's hit hard. He tried to keep it. Nothing there.
They're going to call a hold.
That flag's not good news for us.
No, usually not. Unless it's an offside. A false start.
False start.
Honestly, that could be worse. That gives us a replay, so to speak, of 3rd down. What could be 3rd, long 8, short 9. Where it was going to be 4th and 2. So you don't want penalties, but
you do get a second chance.
kind of gives you another shot here.
1:29 left till halftime. 3rd down and 8 for the Mustangs. Boy, you'd like to be able to move the chains. You'd like to put some points on the board to go in at halftime. It's just a difference in momentum.
Huge, yeah. Yeah, even 10-3, way different. And again, even on 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, they got a bunch of guys line of scrimmage. Got a chance here. Got a chance here.
To the inside. He's going to get the 1st down and some more. He's down to the 20, 15 to the 10. They'll knock him out of bounds at the 7-yard line. Great play for A.J. Streeter.
You could just see that if you watch a lot of football and you see a screen get timed up against a blitz, you can hit it for a big play, and that's exactly what happened. They brought 2 guys blitzing up the middle, which meant we had 2 linemen out to block 1 guy, and when he gave it time and had patience to let them block, you saw what they can do. And then he was just being an athlete and make a guy miss. Great job. This could be huge.
Mustangs have a man in motion. A little bit of confusion.
Hang on to it. Hang on to it. You could see that guy was just stood him up and was going for the ball.
Again, did come loose, but I think Patrick Miller was able to get back on it.
You have Patrick Miller, 2nd game playing in several years. You got Ashton Wright, true sophomore, not getting his first varsity action. We had a freshman receiver out there earlier. You're going to have a little bit of that misalignment just due to the injuries that we're currently seeing. Still have Aiden being looked at on the table. He's moving around, so that part's good.
And the Zebras have a player down on the field. He's slow getting up, number 71 for the Red. That's Matthew Luna.
I see Zoe Sparks walking in the stadium. She committed this week to play softball at Murray State. Congrats to her.
Congratulations.
The Lady Mustang softball team is on a really good run the last 2 weeks. They're 6-1. Beat Jay last night 9-2 in Jay.
And they are a young team.
They're super young, and they are currently tied, and I believe they have the tiebreaker for leading districts with a super young team. You think about last year, they lost 5 of 6 infielders, including 2 Division I pitchers, and to be leading districts, again, testament to Coach Brown and the kids. And I say it all the time, you get a group of kids that really like each other, play hard, you can win a lot of games and have fun.
I'm a Jason Brown fan. Jason just builds an incredible culture. And the girls have bought in. I think that's what's interesting is they've just bought into kind of what he coaches and teaches. Second down and a goal to goal for the Mustangs. Ball's on the 11-yard line.
Big second down here. I don't want to.
Got Joe under a little
there.
bit of pressure to A.J.
Yes.
Streeter. Stampede
Nice.
touchdown.
Great throw, great route. Kind of a twist route, taking the slant, twisting it out into a fade. And I didn't want to say it, but, we're on a third kicker, so being on the 10 is not an automatic 3 points. That's huge.
That's right.
We're gonna
Blake,
see
it
that
happened
now.
right in front of you, man. How'd that look?
Looked great. They actually dialed that one up in the huddle. I heard them talking about it. And Coach Wagner and Joe and AJ were all just getting together. And I think that's something they probably practice this week in practice, and they dialed it up. And it's nice to see it come together on Friday night.
Ball's down.
Nice
It's
hit.
on the way.
Great job, Jack.
Good. Just like that, the Mustangs put 7 on the board with 43 seconds left till halftime. And I'm telling you, Coach Wagner smiling for the first time in 2 games.
Absolutely. He's been a little high-strung. Just been trying to encourage him to keep it up. And, we obviously believe in Coach Wagner and the team. And these are 2 big games and tough games. And it's good to see us bounce back tonight, though. It's a testament to our team.
Collinsville's good.
Well, and they're ranked number 1 in 5A now.
Yeah.
And that's not.
Carney, their quarterback, he's a special player.
Yeah.
He is.
They present problems that no one else we play the rest of the way will
And
present.
the guys I talk to, like Grant that we'll talk to at halftime, and TJ, they've all got Collinsville circled. And that's a rivalry game, absolutely. Claremore was playing 6A 2 ball just a few years ago.
Exactly.
So they're a big 5A school.
Yeah, and that's honestly before my time, but that's the reason we stopped playing them. They jumped up to 6A.
Yeah.
That was two classifications, and it was kind of like for them, and kind of what's the benefit there? And now they've dropped down a little, but not much.
This is a big Rogers Kame rivalry game. A lot of these guys know each other, probably see each other at camps.
Absolutely.
There's another big rivalry game. Speaking of Collinsville, they're playing Skytook tonight. We'll check that score coming up at halftime. Keep an eye on the Jinx Union score. Broken Arrow Wasso's another game of interest tonight. So Owasso leading Broken Arrow 7-0. I kind of think Owasso's going to come out on the W column on that one, but Broken Arrow keeping it close.
Nice high corner kick.
He got a fair catch that about the 26-27-yard line. So with 42 seconds, the Zebras will take over. Blake, what are your thoughts on first half of play?
I think our defense is winning this game for us. Right there, our offense did a great job driving the field. They took a lot of time off the clock, but the defense is definitely winning this game for us right now.
I think the offense is kind of like our stream today. Took a little bit to get going.
Took a little bit to get it going.
Now we're killing it. So.
I think that helped Joe a lot. I think that gives Joe a lot of confidence. That just gives him a lot of momentum to roll on and build on now.
That's his first pass for a touchdown for the season, too.
Yeah, and really that whole drive minus maybe one play was through the air. So now we just got to tackle and make it. Yeah, nice
hand
tackle.
off
and
around
they're
the
out of
left
timeout,
side.
so that could do it if they want, which they may just trot off the field. Looks like that's potentially what they're going to do.
David Lazoya, he's had a couple of carries tonight for the Zebras. 24 seconds and counting. And there's more time on the play clock than there is on the game clock, so they could walk it off. But it looks like Claremore's going to run it give one more shot at it.
They may snap it with a couple seconds and just give it to their fast running back and just see.
Say good luck.
There's not a whole lot of danger. I mean, he could always fumble, but they're going to go. We're going to go into halftime down 10-7, and I think we're feeling better than they are because they're feeling like they should have put us to bed there, and they haven't. So great job by the men in the gold hats.
We're going to see if we can catch Coach Wagner real quick before we send the Mustangs in at halftime. Blake's going to try to tackle him. If he'll let you.
He may have to tackle him.
Blake, ask him how he feels about the first half.
Coach Wagner, what is a couple takeaways you guys can take away from that big drive there and from the first half?
It was important that we got points right there. I mean, we were reeling a little bit. Aiden's out, and that takes some stuff away, including the Wildcat package. We had some things out of that, but we needed to get something on the board, and we did that. We'll go in at halftime and regroup. We're going to have to shuffle some personnel around a little bit, and we're going to have some of those offensive linemen are going to have to play defensive line too. But we're in a good spot. I feel like that changed the momentum a little bit. We'll regroup, and we'll be okay.
Thank you, Coach. I'll let you get in there.
All right, with that, the Mustangs are only down by 3 at halftime. We're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, the Stallion Battalion is going to be taking the field to march. Now, we're on the visitor side, and I believe they march to the homestand just kind of for practice, for competition. So we'll get the backside of it, but I know parents want to see it anyway. If parents were here, they would.
Absolutely. I want to see it.
So we're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back with more of the Mustang Halftime Show right after this.
Lakeside State Bank has been serving Rogers County since 1976.
You deserve a bank that understands how hard you've worked to get where you are and how hard you're still working to keep things going. Life and its circumstances and challenges is what makes all of us who we are. At Armstrong Bank, we'll always roll up our sleeves and work right along beside you, generation after generation. Armstrong Bank, for more than 100 years.
At Will Rogers Animal Hospital, your pet's care comes first. Dr. Ron Wallace and his professional staff provide a wide range of services for all your pet's needs, from surgeries, vaccinations, boarding, and more. The friendly staff at Will Rogers Animal Hospital makes your pet's care a priority. Open 6 days a week for your convenience. They're located just off Highway 169 in Oologah. Give them a call today at 918-443-4444 and book your animal's next appointment. Will Rogers Animal Hospital, 335 South Elm Street in Oologah.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Raising Cane's box combo, please.
Good call.
You think?
You bet. Cane's chicken fingers are always fresh, never ever frozen.
Really?
Marinated for 24 hours, hand battered and breaded, and cooked to order.
Man, that does sound good. You must really love Cane's.
Doesn't everyone? Raising Cane's chicken fingers.
Thanks. You sure are good at this.
Hey, it's my dream job.
Rod Henry Construction has been in the business of installing and manufacturing septic tanks and aerobic systems for over 10 years. At Rod Henry Construction, we take pride in providing quality service and products at a reasonable rate. We're proud members of the Home Builders Association and the Better Business Bureau. You can visit our website at rhcinc.net. The customer is always our top.
Let Advanced Homes build your next dream home. At Advanced Homes, we embrace your individual style and work hard to design a home that's perfect for you and your family. Our team has an expert ability to take your individual ideas and build the blueprints that will become your dream home built just for you. We don't just build houses, we help you build the home you've always dreamed of. From the simple to the lavish, we've done it all, and we can help you every step of the way. Visit our website, advancedhbi.com, or call us today, 918-855-6597. Advanced Homes, building your dreams.
Rod Henry Construction has been in the business of installing and manufacturing septic tanks and aerobic systems for over 10 years. At Rod Henry Construction, we take pride in providing quality service and products at a reasonable rate. We're proud members of the Home Builders Association and the Better Business Bureau. You can visit our website at rhcinc.net. The customer is always our top priority. Rod Henry Construction is a family-owned and operated business with strong Christian values that will ensure our work. From manufacturing manufacturing and installation of aerobic and septic systems, service and repair. Give Rod Henry Construction 8 of Mustang.
You deserve a bank that understands how hard you've worked to get where you are and how hard you're still working to keep things going. Life and its circumstances and challenges is what makes all of us who we are. At Armstrong Bank, we'll always roll up our sleeves and work right along beside you, generation after generation. Armstrong Bank, for more than 100 years.
Welcome back to the Mustang Halftime Show. New feature, part of our season this year. Excited to have Grant Merrill from the Prep Sports post-game show that'll air tonight on the Sports Animal. You can catch that here locally, 97.1, but you can catch it on stations all across the state. Grant, how did the show go last week for you guys? It was just fun to listen to how scores came in from all across the state.
Well, it had a significant upgrade from week 0 to week 1 because we got the docile tones of the legendary Brent Kellogg joining us in the second edition of the show. So, yes, it did improve, and we're just really happy to have you calling in reports. And, yeah, we had a great show. People, I think I told you last week, people in Oklahoma, there's nothing bigger than high school football on Friday nights. And if you're talking about it, people are listening, and we enjoy talking to people from all over the state. And you're one of the favorites that we enjoyed getting reports from. So thank you.
Well, you have to think half of the football teams in the state of Oklahoma are traveling, and there's that road trip back, and it's just great. It's great to hear what's going on out in the Panhandle, and you guys did a great job covering the whole state. On top of a radio program, you guys also have a TV show that's starting this week. Tell us a little bit about the Oklahoma sports scene.
Well, that is something that it was a big TV show on Cox Cable for a long time, and there were 3 people involved. There was Chris Lincoln, everybody knows Chris from his days at Channel 8, and then, he went to ABC and ESPN and had a little company called Wintercom. He ended up doing very, very well with in the horse racing business over the years. And, Chris is one of those guys that he's never going to retire. And so he has decided, after hosting that show with Gil Cloud, who was the AD of the Tulsa Public Schools, and J.V. Haney, the legendary coach from over at Edison, those three had put the show on hiatus back, when COVID happened. And then JV and Gil both decided to retire. Gil just wanted to slow down a little bit, and JV's not been in the greatest of health over the last few years. And so I have agreed to come on as the co-host and kind of helping Chris get that back up and running. And it's a show that we'll actually record out at the Hard Rock every week on Mondays around 5 p.m. So if you want to come watch, people are more than welcome to come watch, ask questions, do whatever. We've got Barry Switzer on as our first guest coming up on this week's show. It'll air Wednesday nights, 10:30 on the Cox YourView channel, which is Channel 3 on Cox Cable across the state, and then you'll be able to watch it on demand at GameDayOklahoma.com. So it's a really neat opportunity for me. I enjoy working with Chris, and he's a guy. Everybody in the sports world knows him, and it's for me, it's kind of fun to be around a lot of these people I grew up watching on TV or watching roam the sidelines on Saturdays. So
let's talk real quick. A couple of big football games tonight. I'm sure these are scores that you guys are going to be interested to watch and see how they roll in, how those finals come in. Like, if I wasn't at Oologah tonight, I would be in my car, and I would be tonight at the Broken Arrow Wasso game. Just number one, it's dad versus son, but those are both just blue blood programs in the state of Oklahoma.
Well, the blanket ships aside, it's a Wasso Broken Arrow, and I mean, that's the. It's interesting. I get friends who are casual sports fans from over in other states like Arkansas and Texas, and they know who won the Owasso Broken Arrow or the Jinx Union game, and we get a lot of eyes on Oklahoma football from all over the country, and these are probably the two marquee games in the region tonight. Owasso Broken Arrow has kind of taken this interesting twist with Bill Blankenship at Owasso for the last 5 years, and then his son Josh getting hired when Broken Arrow fired David Alexander, and they brought Josh in from Adams State University where he was the head coach, and gave him this opportunity. The only catch is that he has to compete with his dad every year, and that's they're both such class individuals that it'll be interesting to see that dynamic play into it. Of course, Josh is en route right now from Alamosa, Colorado, where he and his wife Lindsay just finalized the adoption of 3 children, and that court hearing happened yesterday. And so, this is such a big week for him, and I think the world of all the blanket ships. That's going to be a fun game to watch, a great game to kind of keep track of. I think that anybody could win that one. That's becoming one of those, and you've got a lot of prestige behind it with it being the third installation of the Folds of Honor Patriot Bowl. So I'm happy for both of those teams. I think Owasso will probably end up winning that one tonight, but it'll be a good one to watch.
One more game real quick, and if you've been around Tulsa for any amount of time, you remember how big this game is. It's still a big game, but there were days this game drew a crowd. I'm anxious to watch this final score roll in tonight, and that's Jinx versus Union. You and I talked about it off the air just a minute ago. Back in '99, there were a lot of people showed up for that one. I mean, I think that was kind of the record game.
Yeah, that was a big one. I was a freshman at Oklahoma Baptist University in 2000, and I remember even in 2000, 2001, when Bill Blankenship was really getting Union going, that was still just a huge game, and you'd hear, it was just unfathomable to me that you could have a high school football game that would draw an attendance of 40,000 people, and they played at Skelly Stadium, they played it at TU for all those years, and now those attendance numbers have died down a little bit, but it's still a sellout, and they get to play it tonight in the newly remodeled Union Tuttle Stadium, which, Emily Barkley and her crew have done a great job of making that one of the premier show places in high school football. It was a $35 million price tag, but they ended up getting that one all, built, and it's such a big upgrade. They're going to welcome Jinx, but first time tonight, I think they'll sell it out. It's an experience, and I think it's one of the things that makes Oklahoma football so special. So we're going to be keeping an eye on that one as well.
Prep Sports Post Game is on the air tonight, 10 o'clock. 97.1 locally here, the Sports Animal, but across the state on the Sports Animal Network. Grant, I hope you guys have a great show, and I'll actually chat with you a little bit later this evening.
I appreciate you, Brent. Go Mustangs. Y'all have a great outing in Claremore tonight.
And we will be back with more of our halftime show right after this.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Welcome back to the Mustang Halftime Show. Hey, everybody. I'm Brent Kellogg, joined by Kevin Hogue, and Blake Salt is down on the sidelines. First half of play as the Mustangs have made the road trip. It's not a big road trip. It's to Claremore, but it's been a hot minute since we've been over here. I think, what'd you say, 2013?
2013 was the last time we were here. That was also the last time that they jumped up the next year to 6A, so kind of broke that.
A little bit of a bigger jump for what a 4A school is kind of wanting to do.
For sure.
I've got Blake Salt, our sideline guy. He's down on. We've actually got our student of the week that we want to talk to. She's kind of had some big news come up this week. So, Kevin, I'll let you kind of introduce her as Blake gets his microphone ready to go down there and talk to her a little bit.
Had to hunt her down. Got to see her yesterday before they got on the bus. Super excited, wearing a Murray State t-shirt. She committed. She plays center field for the softball team. She's one of the emotional leaders of the softball team.
And has been.
Yeah, it has been. If you go to the games, you hear her. She's keeping it fun, keeping it light, and encouraging. And she's also a great player.
And the years that I've got to announce softball, Zoe always has the funnest walk-up tune. She just always does. It gets stuck in your head. So, Blake, I'm going to throw it down to you, the sideline. Take just a minute. Introduce our Mustang of the week, Miss Zoe Sparks.
Yes, I'm down here with senior Zoe Sparks, and she's quite the character. I love talking to her. She's got a lot of energy about her. And Zoe, what activities are you a part of in the school?
I play softball, I wrestle, and I golf.
Awesome. 3-sport athlete. She's very athletic. And so in softball, we heard you just signed. Where to, and what do you think about it?
I just verbally committed to Murray State in Tishomingo, Oklahoma. I'm actually super excited. I've always dreamed of this moment, and I just cannot wait to see what the future holds.
So at Tishomingo, what do you think you're going to major in?
I'm going to major in psychology and behavioral sciences.
It's awesome, Zoe. Anyone you want to give a special shout out to?
Probably my mom for always being there for me, and definitely Coach Jay. She has stuck by me for the past 4 years and has always pushed me.
Thank you so much, Zoe.
That's it. Our Mustang of the week, Ms. Zoe Sparks. She is just a huge part of the high school culture in the hallways.
She's a blast.
Fun kid, always smiling.
Has a tremendous amount of fun. Always love bumping into her. She's going to brighten your day. She talked about wrestling, which is awesome, and she also is a state qualifier in golf as well. So you want to talk about someone playing 3 sports, doing a lot of things, but doing them well.
Awesome. Couple of scores tonight we kind of got our eyes on. They're big for the Tulsa area. If you've been around Tulsa for a long time, Jinx Union has been a thing. I remember back right around 99, 2000, those guys actually had to play at University of Tulsa just to accommodate the seating. They had a game one time with over 40,000 people in the stands. So tonight, Jinx Union game is going on, and Union trails. Jinx on top 15-0. Another big game in 6A1 is Broken Arrow and Owasso. Maybe you've caught that, maybe you haven't. That's Josh Blankenship, who is at Broken Arrow. His dad, Bill Blankenship, is at Owasso. Owasso on top 14-0. Just a couple of scores I thought would be fun. We'll talk more with Grant Merrill in the post-game show tonight. If you have time, if you're traveling home, 97.1, the Sports Animal, you can join Grant and his partner on the Oklahoma Sports Prep, and we do our segment about 10:45. I got bumped. Like last week, I was in the 11 o'clock hour,
Okay.
And so anyway, they bumped me up. I'm like 10:30, 10:45.
Well, you're a big deal.
Well, I'm not.
You keep telling me you're a big deal.
You keep saying I'm
Apparently
the
you-
Ron Burgundy of high school football broadcasting.
Apparently
so.
you are a big deal.